everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. So tonight I wanted to just kind of show you guys two books that I had gotten for my daughter. Now my daughter will be 8, and being a girl, you know how your body starts changing, or you just need to know certain things about, your body and hygiene and things like that. And so I decided that I want to start talking to her about things like that. And my sister had told me really great things about this book that she had purchased for my niece. And it is The Care of Keeping You One. And this is it says the body book for younger girls. This is made by the American Girl Company. They make those dolls and things, so I thought that this was perfect. My sister lent this to me. I really would love to start reading it to my daughter and have her read it herself. Now, I did look through it just because I was curious to know what all they were going to be explaining to her before we actually sat down and read it together. I didn't want any surprises or anything like that. Now, just to kind of walk through with you guys a little bit. So basically what they talk about in this book is body basics, so the basic facts, okay? Heads up, it's gonna talk about hair care, hair scare, ears, eyes, mouth, braces, face, acne, sun sense, and body talk, skin. Okay, and then it says reach, and it says hands, underarms, breasts, bras, body talk, breasts. Belly zone, shapes and sizes, food, nutrition, and body talk for food. Big changes, pubic area, period, body talk, period. On the go, legs, feet, fitness, sports safety, rest, sleep troubles, and body talk for sleep. So this is what I'm reading, all of this here for you guys. It's in the contents. And then the girl inside with your feelings and the whole you. Okay, so they basically cover it all. Okay, so this first portion just talks about, it's just telling her, okay, you need to get ready for the changes in your life, your basic changes of puberty and changes to your body. Okay, and then the changes ahead, get informed. And then it starts to go into paying attention, keeping you clean, exercise, and just don't. So, drugs and things like that, smoking. It says compare no fair. It isn't a race, what's on the inside. So it's basically talking about, obviously you probably know, but like compare, being around other girls. You know how girls can be very competitive even though they don't mean to be, but with society and TV and things like that, we have a standard for us girls that we're supposed to meet. And when you're not meeting it or feeling like you're not meeting it, you start having other feelings in other areas of your life, I guess. You know what I mean? It isn't a race, that's obviously puberty. Some girls get breasts faster, or, just things like that. What's on the inside, we all know that being an adult, we know that that's what's important, but being young, again, with society, unfortunately, a lot of the girls have no idea that that is truly what it means. Like, they hear it from their parents, but they probably don't get it. You guys remember being young, I do. Kind of in the far distance. Heads up, so this is just gonna start breaking down, like, taking care of your hair, your face, stuff like that, keeping clean, washing, stuff like that, how to take care of your hair, how to take care of your hair products, like your brushes, things like that. Okay, so skipping along, ears, making sure you're keeping your ears cleaned, how you do that if you have earrings. Be on the lookout for your eyes, exams, having glasses, things like that. Let's see, or contact lenses if you want to wear sunglasses. mouth, fluoride, toothbrush basics, tickle your tongue, just teaching you how to brush your teeth properly, because you know we all tell our kids, but do they really listen to us? Like, brush your teeth for 2 full minutes. 20 seconds later, she's outside of the bathroom like, I'm done. I was like, that's 20 seconds, girl. Set the alarm. Okay, so how to floss, healthy gums, fresh breath, healthy gums, fresh breath, smile and say calcium, going to the dentist, things like that. If you have to have braces, what that means. Face, washing your face, keeping it clean, making sure you don't have chapped lips, just loving the skin you're in and taking care of it. If you have acne, striking back, how to take care of it, what you need to do. Sun sense, just, you know, that's, the sun is not like what we used to think, how we would put baby oil, or who put baby oil on to go tanning outside? That's horrible. Comment down below if you guys did that. You guys 80s babies? The 80s baby. And I know my sister did, and she's a 70s baby, so yeah. So this is just all about protecting your skin and what to do. Okay, so this is all about body talks, okay? So cold sores, freckle face, bothersome bangs, zapped zits, things like that, just to kind of talk to them about, so they're not feeling insecure about anything. You know how people are, and how people are super mean, and what they can say and how that can damage a kid. So I think that this is super important. Now, one thing I have to say is I feel like my daughter is not really ready to read this book, just because a lot of these things haven't really come up, as far as like, she has freckles right here. Okay, so cute, right? She has like beautiful freckles, and I know she's mine, but seriously. So I'm worried if she reads this about freckles that it's gonna make her feel self-conscious about her freckles, because right now she doesn't think that they're bad to have, because they're not. But the way they worded it in here kind of made me feel like they're saying they're bad, but they're trying to say they're not bad. I don't know. So I'm kind of on the fence about having her read this part, because she really does not have any problem with it. So why have her read this to know that some people have problems with freckles? Does that make sense to you guys out there? So that I'm kind of worried about having her read. Maybe I'll just skip through it and read with her certain things, mostly about like the hygiene and taking care of her hair, because I explained to her to scrub her head, to scrub her hair, her shampoo, wash her face really good. You know, things like that we talk about. So I think that reading those parts of the book are really great. But right now I'm thinking that I'm not going to read these parts to her yet. She's not there yet. Okay, so Reach, this is all about like underarms, and you know, when you start getting hair under your arms and taking care of it and cleaning it and what you need to do there. Hands, clean hands win, calluses, warts, battling bad habits, probably like biting your nails and things like that. How that could be very unsanitary. Here's more underarms about BO, deodorants and antiperspirants, underarm hair, things like that, you know, that we may not actually discuss as deeply as this does. Breasts, time to grow, stages of development, how long does it take, shapes, sizes, and color. It's important, especially for when the kids actually do start getting breasts and some of the friends are getting them before the other friends or whatever. You know, being kids, they don't understand different body types and things like that, so they start to wonder, why don't I have them? You don't want them to feel any sort of kind of way, or you know. So I think that that's actually important. Do you need a bra? No one has to know, things like that. Bra browsing, training bras, just the different types of bras that you can purchase. Body talk, body bullies. So one thing about homeschool that's great is we don't have to worry as much about this as being in a public school. But as you know, being a homeschooling parent, you still do co-ops or you do field trips. You have different groups you're involved in, and kids will be kids. And I'm hoping, you know, that for the most part, everybody's nice. But, you know, kids will be kids, and kids say things that they probably shouldn't sometimes. And yeah, so this is good for all of us. This is all about, like, okay, so pump up the pasta, faking it when you stuff your bra, stuff like that. What else? Belly zone. So this is probably going to talk about food and more body type stuff. Again, this is something I don't want to talk to my daughter about yet. She has no problems with like body issues, and I really want to stand clear of that as long as I possibly can. I really monitor what she watches on TV and what she plays and stuff like that, because I truly don't want her to have body issues. You know, being a woman or a young girl, there's always something, you know, you're not good enough in this way, or you're too this, or not enough of that, or I just, you know how it is to be a mom. You just don't want your kids to deal with that. So I'm gonna skip on the body and sizes. Now we have talked about, you know, everybody's different and, you know, stuff like that. So she's aware, obviously, that everybody's bodies are different. I don't ever want her to have that as like a main like factor in anything, is bodies. So I'm trying to teach her it's on the inside and stuff. So if she's not really bringing up stuff to me, I don't want to bring it up to her. Okay. So I'm skipping that. This is all about food and eating a balanced diet. Now this would be very important to talk to her about. I've already discussed with her, with like probably most of you moms out there, just, you know, more healthy choices and stuff, because even myself, I tend to go towards the potato chips or the crackers or something like that, because it's faster than actually like getting fruit and washing it and cutting it and preparing it. So this is definitely something that we have talked about, just smart snacking and stuff. So that's always good to talk about with anybody. Here's nutrition, the different things you're supposed to be eating on a daily basis and things like that. Here is different vitamins. I'm always trying to explain to her vitamins that she needs to take, that it's really important, but this is one thing we battle about, because I keep her away from dyes and things like that, and the vitamins that have no dyes and things like that, they're more of a natural based vitamin she can't stand, so it's always an argument. So maybe if I read this to her, she'll understand that I am not just trying to make her eat the nasty vitamins. Who's with me on that? Okay, so this is all about vitamins and what their bodies need. Here's body talk, fat or thin, friends versus others, confused. Just looking at yourself in the mirror and wondering things, and your friends saying something, or, you know, I tell you, it just sucks that we have to like read stuff like this to our kids. I wish it wasn't like this. Big changes. So this is when they're gonna start their period, what to expect with their pubic area, the changes that they'll see there, if they're changing around other people, their period, what happens with periods, what's the signs of periods, symptoms, what they need to buy as far as supplies to help them with their periods. Let's see, when to change them, what to do with the used ones, when it's gonna be over, how to use them, what to do, things like that. Here's body talk, sneak attacks, tampons versus pads, miserable period, more period stuff. And then here's on the go. This is about legs and fitness and keeping yourself moving. Growing pains, growing hair, how to shave your legs, feet, blisters, your feet stinking, itchy fungus, why to keep your feet clean. Here's fitness on how to stay healthy. how important it is for your body to stay healthy as far as fitness, and then rest and how important rest is for your body, why your body needs it. And then here is sleep troubles, bedwetting, insomnia, nightmares. Here is body talk, too worried to sleep. Let's see, a security blanket, you know, if your kid still sleeps with a blanket. Night frights, just being scared at night, things like that. The girl inside, so taking care of your feelings is just as important as taking care of your body. So this is all about emotional states, ups and downs, new directions, hang on. You know, this is super important because I feel like the emotional part of us is like probably the most important and the most troubled these days, I feel. Time out, dealing with feelings, cooling down, and talking it out, just trying to teach them better ways of solving their own emotional issues. The whole you. So this is just showing the whole you. And that's basically it. I mean, I didn't get too into depth, but that's basically what this book is about. I will be reading this to my daughter for sure. I will definitely be leaving out some of the older sections that she's not into yet, but like the hygiene, taking care of her body, vitamins, exercising, sleeping, things like that, just so she knows the things that I tell her. I'm not just telling her to like be a nag or a mom. Like, I'm really telling her because that's how it is, and I'm trying to take care of her. So that is this book. Now, the next book is super important. This one is very important. This is called The Swimsuit Lesson. It's about a brother and sister, and the mother sits down with them after they came in from swimming and wants to talk to them about their bodies and how nobody's supposed to touch their bodies, that their body is their body. And I think that this is super important because there are so many horrible things that go on in this world, unfortunately. And the sad part is it could be within family, close friends, neighbors, like people you don't even expect could be horrible. Okay, so I feel this is super important. I've always talked to my daughter about things like this, you know, that her private parts are her private parts. Nobody's to touch them, nobody's to look at them, nobody's to ask anything about them. I did explain to her, I'm turned sideways. You know, I've always been really, really open with her about things like that. You know, just warning her, you know, if anything ever did happen, that she can trust me and talk to me, and no matter what the person tells them, you know, if they say they're gonna hurt your family or hurt me or hurt her dad or kill us or whatever, yes, I have said kill, because you know what, things like that happen, and I'm gonna be as real with my daughter as I can be at that time, and my son. We haven't really started talking about it yet, just because he's not at that level yet, and he's with me all the time. So I've always instilled into her that, you know, no matter what, I am her safe haven, that she could tell me anything, that nobody would hurt me, that I would take care of her. So my sister actually got this for her girls and for mine, so that we could read it to them, just to, you know, just to bring it up in conversation if they ever had to talk to us about it. So I think that this is super important, and I know some parents are probably like, I don't know, maybe some parents are scared to talk to their kids about it, or they don't feel the need to, or maybe they're always with them in family or whatever, but you never know. You don't. So I would suggest looking into getting a book like this and just reading it to your kids, being, you know, super open. And I feel like my daughter always tells me stuff, you know, everything. She tells me everything. So I am super blessed in that way. There may be some things she doesn't tell me, but as far as I know, and she's told me things that she's not supposed to tell me. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel maybe I'm doing the right thing by being open with her. So yes, so anyways, so getting into the story, she literally just sits down and talks to them about their private parts, and you know, if anybody ever touches them, that they must tell them and they won't get in trouble, that they'll actually be really happy that they told them, that they wouldn't be mad at them. And then in the back of the story, and this is probably not the only book out there, but it just kind of talks about why this book is important, and it talks about statistics and what goes on in this world and in our country, and you know, how sexual abusers operate, and some suggestions when using this book that kind of give you different ways to talk about it and what you can do. What to do if your child discloses sexual abuse to you, how to handle it, how to react to it, what to do from that point. Because we all talk about it with our kids, but to actually sit back and think, okay, if they came to me, what would we do? I mean, automatically you're like, you know what you're thinking, okay? But in reality, what needs to happen? So this is super informative on at least that stuff. And I was surprised when I saw that in the back of the book, because I wasn't expecting it, and I learned a little bit from it. So, because honestly, I didn't think past the point of reading it to her. You know, you always think nothing's gonna happen until something happens. So I think every mom or dad should have this for their child. And this again is called The Swimsuit Lesson, a story for parents and children to enjoy together. I can't even remember if I read this title to you guys. And this is by Holston Books. So that is that, and this is this. So just some, I don't know, a couple books maybe for you guys to think about getting for your kids. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope it wasn't too deep. And yeah, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it's worth talking about. All right, you guys, so that is it. I just wanted to share these two books with you. I thought that they were pretty important. And yeah, so I hope that you guys have learned something from these books. And so thanks for checking out my video, and I hope to see you back on my channel. Be blessed always.